You're getting paid. I'm looking like an idiot for free.
Yeah. CboysTV NASCAR. It crashes and takes last every race.
I think we go to Turkey and get CJ his hair transplants.
No,
You call around asking for people to sign up. He's here. He's here right now. We drove all the way here. And what do you mean you don't want it?
Have you ever wanted a chef-prepared meal right at home? Well, Cook Unity delivers locally sourced meals from award-winning chefs right to your door every week. And the best part is it's cheaper than other delivery options, and I love that I don't have to cook and I still get a tasty meal because Cook Unity works with some of the best chefs in micro kitchens to bring us meals straight to our door. Experience chef-quality meals every week delivered right to your door. Go to cookunity.com/wideopen or enter code WIDEOPEN before checkout for 50% off your first week. That's 50% off your first week by using code WIDEOPEN or going to cookunity.com/wideopen.
I'm just going to go buzz it.
Really?
Wow.
Actually?
Well, I'm not going to buzz it, but like I'm going back to the old days of having number one.
Seriously?
Yeah.
On the whole thing?
Not on the top. I just don't really care, though. I mean, that's why I just throw a hat on every day.
I saw the message from that one guy.
Yeah.
I thought that was pretty funny. I'd laugh.
I was like, bro, if someone's going to pay me to walk around like this, fucking line me up with them. And how much money do you have? Because you wouldn't walk around looking like this?
You're getting paid. I'm looking like an idiot for free.
Yeah. Some of these people, we have like 99.9% awesome viewers and supporters and subscribers. But there's this 0.1% that are just squids, man.
Yeah.
I really noticed it in the Hayabusa video that we just posted because in the intro, I was going through specs and I hate even saying specs because if you mess one thing up, they're going to just come after you for it because they think they're so smart.
Yeah, it's like everyone wants to like try and act smart by like and belittle you, make themselves feel bigger by telling you how dumb you are for making a little mistake.
Yeah.
That's part of that 1% I'm talking about.
And something that we do is we just try and like almost do like an umbrella policy of like keeping it so vague, you can't really come after us for the details of it.
Not necessarily because of that though. We just try to make it
just so it's like mass majority can understand
it. Like people don't want to listen to the gear ratios, like we want to be able to appeal to everyone.
Right. And then when you do that, though, they think that you just don't know what you're talking about. And quite frankly, I don't know what the fastest crotch rocket is to the spec of quarter mile and half mile and by production date before this time.
Yeah, who the fuck has time for that?
I'm just giving it just a blanket statement of like, they call this thing the Widowmaker because it's so insanely fast. It's, to what I thought, the fastest production
that was
ever
incorrect, Ben, because it was actually... I don't know what year. I think it was the 2003 CBR 1100.
The whack people calling you out for that, they're like, that's fine if you don't know. Just don't say it then. Don't be out there saying it.
I don't think they are saying it's fine. I think they're saying like I'm a problem. Like I'm the problem.
You're spreading misinformation.
Misinformation, yeah.
Maybe they'll start popping up the thing whenever Ben talks over specs.
Yeah.
This has been confirmed as misinformation.
Yeah. It tells us all the correct stuff.
Yeah. That'd be actually fine with the specs. That'd fix a lot of this problem.
Yeah, if every time you start talking about a build or anything, it just comes up with the actual stats.
A lot of times too, if we say that and then we fix it in post, people still comment it.
Yeah.
They still comment and it's like, dude, we know we put a little asterisk and put like the correct term next to it, but that wasn't good enough for you.
I always like that. I love the corrections in post. It just shows that we're human.
Yeah.
You say something, you're flying, the camera was rolling, you said something wrong, correct it in post. There's nothing to get mad about here.
Yeah.
Did you guys see that video of me dropping that full drink on Alex's story?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
That was pretty funny.
Was she actually trying to get a good boomerang?
She's doing,
you actually had to cheers 4 to 5 times.
Maybe it wasn't 4. It might have been 2 or it was probably 3 at that point. But I'm sitting here and eventually I'm kind of just like, all right, let's do this. The glass is perspirating because it's it's
so
cold.
humid.
I've done it before.
It's humid. I'm in the Bahamas and I'm pretty soon, and I'm also a little larried up. And eventually, by the time we just touched, it just slipped out. And it was like a nice ass restaurant, and everyone turned and looked.
Yeah,
it was pretty embarrassing.
You were pretty larried up.
Yeah, they were like, "You're cut off. You're cut off." I was like,
Really?
"No, I'm fine. I'm fine." I mean, they were joking.
That's what all cut
I
off
was
people
like,
I
say.
better be getting another drink.
I was
Yeah.
like, geez, I didn't even know they did that in
Yeah.
the Bahamas.
It wasn't that embarrassing, honestly. It was just funny. We laughed about it, but yeah.
But there's
That's
nothing
funny.
that gets people to look like dropping something in a restaurant is the most awkward thing because you have to look. You
Yeah.
can't ignore it.
The worst part was it was just a waste of a perfectly good drink. It costed like $25
I was
too.
going to say, was it expensive?
Yeah, dude. It was
Yeah,
such a rip.
that's
The
a lot.
Bahamas is not cheap. Everything over there is way more expensive. It's like at least 2 times more expensive. Like every
Really?
drink was like $20 minimum.
Jeez.
And they
dude.
weren't like they were fine, but they weren't like
They want a $20 drink?
I mean, they were fine, but yeah, they weren't a $20 drink. They were probably like a $12 drink.
Yeah.
You got a drink at the Cancun airport, and was it actually around 30?
Yeah, it was a $32 margarita.
That is insane.
But Jimmy Buffett would want me to have that. You
Yeah,
know?
it's so expensive to live in the Bahamas. Like they have these crazy taxes. Like their tax is like 100% of the vehicle. There's different brackets, but if you were to buy a Lamborghini, you would pay whatever the price is of that Lamborghini because it's over $75,000. I believe the driver was telling me you would pay that in taxes. So everything costs double. So like the people get the cars, most of their cars sent over from Japan.
And they're registered there?
Yeah, they're not registered there, but it'll cost like you can buy a car from Japan for like $1,000.
Oh, damn.
And then by the time they ship it over and do the taxes and stuff, like $1,000 car will be like $4,500.
So what is there a bunch of mini trucks around?
Yes, there was
I'm sure,
mini trucks everywhere, and there was even medium trucks.
Oh.
Like I guess Kia makes mini trucks, but theirs was more of like a medium. You guys would have loved it. We should have had our mini truck there because, fuck, dude, people would have been gawking over
I
it.
feel like it would fit
we
in
ship
there.
it.
Yeah, but I was confused because we have like a pretty wealthy friend who moved to the Bahamas, and I just assumed the reason he moved to the Bahamas was because he was saving on taxes. Like most people, like super rich people, move to Puerto Rico. I get there, I'm like, what the fuck? How much money does this guy have if he's cool with moving all the way over here just to pay double on everything?
Interesting.
Wow. We've been talking about taking a trip to the Bahamas, but on jet skis and doing like this whole thing.
It'd be fun.
I for some reason pictured the Bahamas still being like a primitive tribe.
No.
You're imagining
We're like-
Haiti.
It's like desolate beaches.
There's probably corners
Yeah,
of
so
it.
you
maybe.
go, yeah, we're going to the Bahamas, and I go, oh, that'll be like a nice, relaxing getaway. And then I see your story that you're at a casino. I was like, oh, whoa.
Well, he's over on
I
the
got the wrong idea.
the tourist area. But when I was there, it was pretty fun. Like especially the mini truck thing. The roads are really bad, really rough, windy. Just you're through the jungle, and like
Oh, you
everyone.
went to Bahamas?
Yeah, I just stopped there like on a cruise, but we just did a tour, and like everyone. I just love that there's no rules.
I mean, they have rules.
What? yeah, okay. They have plenty of rules. When it comes to driving, people just drive however they want.
What is that?
It's probably okay.
Oh yeah, he'll be done in a second.
We'll just pick up
Got
on
a skid
rules
steer
after that.
going on. I'm like, what is that?
Yeah, I
Got
was
these
trying to
headphones on.
Yeah.
Stuff just happens
I
here.
was with on.
Yeah. Where we went ziplining?
That was Jamaica.
Unbelievable.
I was gonna say, I
say same,
You
though.
have a different memory than me.
Yeah,
And I'm
yeah,
like,
yeah.
Jungles. I'm like,
Wait,
what the
so
fuck, where was that?
so the Bahamas. Okay, so the Bahamas are very, just in general, pretty touristy. Well, maybe Jamaica is
Especially
more.
that
in
makes
Nassau. I
sense.
mean,
It was nice because of the casino. I enjoyed it, but then the casino just beat me up.
yeah, I was
man.
gonna
Oh,
say.
did it?
Then it was just a casino.
I was
and
doing
more
well.
luck.
I was doing well. I was up $565.
Oh, whoa!
On like the first day or it was 2 days in. I was gambling pretty light because Alex didn't want to sit at the tables the whole time.
Of
So
course.
I'd like in passing try to go big, you know?
Yeah, you're
Right.
just like, let
It
me
was
run in
working
here
out. But I was like, I gotta at least get to 1,000
quick. Okay,
because
As you
like
do.
we need $435 more dollars. You can do that, you know, in a couple of hands if you're actually really swinging it, you know.
Uh-huh.
And then I ended up going down $1,250. So
Whoa!
yeah. So not the best, and it made the drink prices, everything hurt.
I was gonna say
that much more.
an expensive vacation.
Yeah, it would have just been nice, you know, like 565's cool, but 1,000, that's not bad. You know, like people are like, that's nice.
That's a lot worse than Ken did when he was in Vegas
yeah.
a little bit ago. He,
Jeez.
Wait, I
we
thought
were
you
all traveling.
came up $4,000.
bro,
Yeah,
he did.
yeah. My trip wasn't satisfying because I hit a couple little mini jackpots on a slot machine so fast that I didn't get that satisfaction of gambling. It was
So
like
you had to. You
So
didn't lose anything.
What'd you do?
I hit a couple like mini jackpots. I was up $4,000 at $4,300.
I would have walked.
Yeah, I did, and that's what wasn't satisfying. So I was like, I only was in the casino for like 30 minutes.
That does kind of suck. Why didn't you maybe just take like
Yeah, that's
I don't know, $500 and just like stretch it out at like the
did, and
minimum
then I
bet
won-
blackjack table?
I did, and then I won again, and I was like,
Oh, wow, this sounds terrible.
Sounds like
This
you're
sounds
going
like
out
a
of
great
here, bro.
fucking time, dude. What do you mean?
but I won in like 5 minutes with that second $500. I was like,
Unreal.
I'm winning too much.
Ken Matthews.
Who says that?
The most
Ken.
winningest player in
Ken.
Vegas history.
Buy
Hey,
me
I
for
lost
sure.
last time, so
Oh, true. Ken, buy me a Suron, dude.
Oh, Mike.
you got
Mike,
yours
how are
coming,
you?
bro.
Yeah. What are you talking
got
about?
yours
You had
coming.
7 coming. Ken, I got to start giving you my money to gamble with.
Yeah, that was,
Yeah, seriously.
You're like really good at it.
I didn't win like in the normal casino, and then I go in the high limit room, and it's just like win, and then I walk, and it's like fuck.
What the fuck is this guy?
I can't understand. I don't understand the emotions that you were going
I'm
through.
very confused as
Yeah.
well.
You
I'm
got-
very confused.
Sorry to go back to the Bahamas. I just thought about this. though. We have a lot of subs in the Bahamas. Like
Oh,
of
cool.
like
They have
Like-
internet?
yes, they do.
Now, are you saying they're
Dude,
local?
like
Bahamians?
there's definitely like
Are they locals?
yeah, locals.
cool.
Like I never got the guy's name because it was tough. It was like a little bit of a language barrier.
Mm-hmm.
Not a ton, but like,
little bit.
accents and stuff. And dude, he was like, he watches all our vids.
Alabama and
Watches
is like,
all
I
our
can't
vids.
understand them.
I don't know.
Sorry.
I don't know what you are saying right
Man,
now.
maybe just cut this out. But this kid, like, legitimately had been watching all our vids. It
That's
was
so
like,
cool.
He was like freaking out. I was like, what the?
No,
you
That's
know,
so cool.
And like, he was like, I don't know. It was just interesting because I'm like, dude, like the life he's living, how the fuck do you enjoy watching our videos? Because there's nothing in
Similar.
relation. I was like, maybe I was kind of assuming, I was like, oh, maybe you have like
Something. There's
like
something
dirt
there.
bikes or
Yeah.
maybe he's into like riding dirt bikes or something. No, never. He just was like, yeah, I just stumbled across it and
Wow.
just got hooked.
That's
but it was
super cool.
really interesting. Yeah.
Yeah, I thought that was cool. I thought you were just talking about people that were visiting
Oh,
the
but
Bahamas,
those-
but
No.
no, it's sick that they're locals.
Yeah, I
It's
got a
sweet
picture
to
of
go
them.
to like, I mean, a foreign country and then just be like, yeah, we watch you.
Dude, there's truly few things better.
No way. That's awesome.
Oh, that's sick.
That's cool.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, there's not many things better than when we're traveling abroad and we're kind of, out of our element, but then the locals bring us in.
Yeah.
It's like you're immediately
best
like,
feeling.
oh, dude, our people.
Yeah.
Are you saying we like when you go to like Mexico or?
No, I think just like when we're just anywhere, like outside of Cormorant.
well, okay. We go to like
Abroad.
Yeah, I was like, yeah, I get
out of our island of
That's what
Cormorant.
threw me off. That's what threw me
Yeah.
off. But yeah, no,
Probably a poor
I-
choice of words.
It's the best thing ever. Going to like Houghton, Michigan would be a good example. We kind of like go there and then everyone's just like they are there for the same thing and they take you in and you have the most fun because the locals want you there.
Yeah, that's
You
the
gotta
best.
you gotta come meaning to have fun though for sure.
Yeah, and we love traveling too. I think that's like something that we all have in common too. Is like one of the first times that we like truly experienced it is when we went to Florida for Ken's race when he was racing with Haley Deegan.
Oh,
Was
yeah.
that really? Yeah, like
It was like
first-
kind of like the first time that we had like gone.
besides like a sled trip
yeah,
maybe. Yeah.
yeah. Now we just do it all the time because it's so much fun and it's so easy to make great content out of it. But
It's the same outlook I've looked at Evan with the helicopter thing. So I look at the helicopter and go, of course I want to do that. Who wouldn't want to do that? And it's
like
the same.
riding it.
Yeah, riding it. So it's the same thing like with traveling. Like I'm just caught up in this whole like, of course we want to travel. Of course everyone wants to travel. Who wouldn't want to travel? But some people don't like doing it.
It does feel good to be back home, though.
Same.
We're back in
Yeah.
studio for the first time in 3 weeks or
Yeah.
something like that. But it's the best that we're able to go for a little bit, do our thing, and then come back home and have the home base.
Yeah, I love it here, man. This is the best.
I know.
I think we go to Turkey
Ooh.
and we get CJ's hair transplants.
If you guys pay for it, I'll let you film it.
I'm
Yeah,
down.
I mean,
Sure.
It's
I think
sounds
it's like
painful.
it's
You never
super-
did get
it's
your
like
gift
super
like
cheap,
6
isn't
years
it?
ago.
yeah, it's like $4,000 all said and done.
Oh,
Oh,
okay, that's more
really?
than I thought it was.
I think
That's
it's like
flight-
more expensive
that's-
to fly there
that's
than it is
flight,
to actually
I'm
get
I'm pretty
the-
sure that includes it.
Yeah.
Mike's looked into it.
Flight, yeah, you fly there, stay there, get the procedure, and fly back.
What's
And
the-
that's like with the everything.
But I
Like,
was
it's like a
all-
really good package. Whereas like if you do it in the United States,
10 to 15
it's like
to 20.
yeah, you're looking maybe like 16 grand.
Whoa.
I'd say
It's hefty.
Dude,
Um,
I would be down. I think
I
that'd
was
be, I
like-
think that'd be a
Fun.
good
Can we
video.
all go,
it's
though?
like a
Yeah.
year
Yeah.
fucking recovery, dude.
For what?
I think
When you do
there-
the thing, it takes a year.
Well, you just
To
need to wear a
actually-
hat.
a year all
you-
said and done, but I think you're seeing results after like 4 months.
It's still pretty long, but yeah, I agree.
When you say recovery, though, like what is that?
That's what I mean.
Like I'm talking like you got all these dots. You can't wear a hat and shit, and you're bald because they shave your head and these little bumps all over your head. Maybe pop some pictures up
for
Ryan.
the first week, your head gets
after, like,
really swollen.
Yeah, and then like after 30 days, it kind of is scabbing over and stuff.
Y'all have heard me talk about how great Shopify is. It's easy to design. You don't need to learn how to code, and they've got award-winning help and thousands of integrated apps to help you sell better. But if that isn't enough to make the switch to Shopify, it gets better. Our entire lives are on our phone these days, and running your online business should be no different. Manage orders, shipping, and payments from anywhere. The Shopify app is one of my favorite things about Shopify. I can check and see if orders are coming in, what products are sold out, or help fix an order if something goes wrong. We seriously could not run our business without Shopify and the mobile app. Shopify powers 10% of all e-commerce in the U.S. It's for small businesses. It's for big businesses. It is for you. Businesses that grow with Shopify. And if you want marketing made simple, Shopify removes the guesswork with built-in tools that help you create, execute, and analyze your online marketing campaigns. So sign up for a $1 per month trial period at shopify.com/wideopen, which is all lowercase. Go to shopify.com/wideopen now to grow your business no matter what stage you're in. Shopify.com/wideopen. Everybody loves a good meal, and if you're like me and cooking isn't your strong suit, you're going to need a chef. But if you're looking for that chef-prepared taste, normally you're going to have to go and pay chef-prepared prices at a restaurant, but not anymore. Cook Unity is the first chef-to-you service delivering locally sourced meals from award-winning chefs right to your door every week. And it's even cheaper than other delivery options. Go to cookunity.com/wideopen or enter code WIDEOPEN before checkout for 50% off your first week. Cook Unity is perfect for me. I love that it eliminates me cooking, most importantly, but yet I can still eat at home and save money while doing it. In many aspects, it's even cheaper than other home delivery options, and it saves me the steps of cooking. Cook Unity works with some of the best chefs in the country to bring creative, delicious meals to you every week. And every meal is handcrafted by chefs and made in local micro kitchens, not large production facilities. Experience chef quality meals every week delivered right to your door. Go to cookunity.com/wideopen or enter code WIDEOPEN before checkout for 50% off your first week. That's 50% off your first week by using code WIDEOPEN or going to cookunity.com/wideopen.
And then you start to see some hair grow, but then I guess it falls back out.
Oh.
And then it regrows, and then you're supposedly golden.
Wow.
But, you know, it's like different. It's like a pretty thought out process because, like, they don't want to put your hairline too low, too high.
Yeah.
You want it to look natural. You don't want to look like a fucking
Sharpie.
middle school like hairline on a guy. Because if you're like, you know, 30 years old.
Can you imagine we pay them off to put your hairline?
Bro,
right,
right
above
that would like,
your,
what would I
above
do?
your eyebrows.
That'd be so bad. I don't know if I trust you guys now. That would actually be
And
so
he
bad.
can't get it to like stop growing. Like
Then
you're
he's
plucking
gotta
it.
Yeah,
go
I'm pretty
to-
sure you could, but maybe not. Yeah, I mean, that'd be bad.
Then
dude.
you got to go somewhere and get laser hair removal.
Jesus.
It's just a whole thing.
That would be so fun. I mean, the odds of that seem slim, but yeah, that they like make your hair right above your eyebrows.
And
No,
it's-
I was all excited to do it or like to think about doing it, whatever. And then Sydney's like, yeah, but like if you go for those abroad surgeries, like you could wake up and your liver's gone or something.
I don't think if you're she's
And
right,
then I
but
started
don't
thinking
think you
about
go to the
that.
nice ones.
No,
Well,
I was
we're-
like, yeah, exactly. You
Yeah,
just got to go to one.
You
that
go
ha-
to the budget one there
Yeah,
that's in a bad
exactly.
spot, probably wouldn't be surprising. But we'll
I think it
have
was the whole
us
like,
here,
well, it was the whole like, well, it's international, so maybe they just look all bougie, and the reason they're all nice and bougie is because they have a
They're
bunch of
selling
money from
organs.
selling organs.
There's
At the same time, they have
bunch
like a
of-
reputation to
Yeah.
uphold.
Exactly.
No, there's a bunch
Exactly.
of influencers. They actually fly like I've seen videos of smaller YouTubers. They'll fly them out, and like if they make a video, they do the thing
Wow.
for free, which obviously it's a $4,000 procedure, so that makes sense depending on their size. But
It makes sense, though, I guess, when you think about, if you were to have a, surgical process like that where people are like willing to really go anywhere, do anything for it, like people are like, well, if I can get it for fourth the price, I'm willing to fly.
yeah, I
anywhere in
mean,
the
I
world.
just hope that it'd be good. But I mean, if they're doing the most hair transplants, they probably would be the best.
Yeah. It kind of is the spot. It's
So-
like, what do you got to go to Brazil for a butt lift?
I don't know if that's the spot.
Or is that
Brazilian
just what they call it?
It is a Brazilian.
I want to
butt
say
lift,
that's
yeah.
like where it
I
originated.
think they're just maybe naming it after the
So you
Brazilian
look like
girls,
you're Brazilian.
you know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Man.
It is tough for us if to do a hair transplant thing. Like a lot of people could do it, hide out for a month, you know, kind of let it come back.
No, you got to take it on the chin. When
You'd be surprised actually. You'd be surprised. I actually know 2 really big influencers that have done it, and you wouldn't even know.
Are they vocal about it?
No.
Oh, see, that's what it'd be so hard.
I'm not going to say anything, but yeah.
If you make the video on it, then you can be vocal about it.
Of course.
Which makes it easier. But if you wanted to do it really sly under the rug, then it'd be tough.
Yeah, I don't blame them for doing that. It just seems like a lot of work to try to hide it.
I don't know how they did it because
it's like
I never noticed.
I
so
guess,
maybe they were able to keep their hair, but they just did the I don't fucking know.
Yeah, that'd be like getting a boob job and not wanting to show it off.
But if you don't post
People
that
do
much.
that.
Yeah, like I could see a nose job. Some people get nose jobs and they don't want anybody to know, which is just weird. Like,
yeah, people don't want you. I mean, it
because
makes sense. They don't want to act like they're fake.
Yeah, well, there's that, but also I think a lot of people have a tough time admitting it because it admits that you were uncomfortable with your body. But it's like, who cares if you're gonna change it? Then like obviously, but yeah, I guess.
I feel like getting a hair transplant and nose job are a little bit different.
I think they are too.
Yeah, I'd say the hair transplant's not as aggressive.
I agree.
And like,
yeah,
you know, I could see why you'd want to hide getting a nose job, but like the
that's
hair
what I mean.
thing,
It's
I
way
think
more
it's
common
just kind of like
to try to hide.
Yeah, it just fucking took some things and put it on the front. And
yeah, perfect. We'll do it. It's
I don't
settled.
know, boys.
I mean,
Maybe.
I'm cool with it. I think.
Well, of course you're cool. That'd be fun for you.
Yeah, we get to go to Turkey.
I don't
get a
know,
little
maybe.
thing
We'll
done.
It's
think
not
about
like
it.
you're not getting anything out of it.
Yeah, you're right. I'd get some hair. I have hair though. I mean, I'm not that bad, but I just need to get a haircut. But yeah,
I can't believe that guy said that someone should pay you to walk around like that.
yeah. I was like,
That
God
is
damn,
the
how fucking
funniest
ugly
insult
am I?
I've ever heard. It doesn't
I
carry
hope somebody
any weight,
pays
but it's
you
funny.
to be that ugly. That is.
Yeah. Here,
I don't.
I'll
I can't
read
think
it.
of anything that would dig deeper than that.
I know, dude.
It's like,
So-
no, I'm doing this shit for free.
Here, so we'll pop up the video. I'm sure we already showed
Not
it.
only am I ugly, but I'm underpaid.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, dude.
Okay, so we'll pop up the video again of me dropping the drink, and I put that on my Snapchat, and a subscriber on my Snapchat, he responds to it and goes, deserving for having that type of comb-over thing. I'm bald, but if I had hair, there isn't enough money in the world I'd wear my hair like that in public. And I just respond, don't really care how I look, but if someone wants to pay me to walk around looking like this, that'd be great, because I'm doing it for free right now.
Can you
That's a good
imagine? Like,
response.
I don't know what kind of like weird cucky world that would be for some guy to be like, yo, I just want to pay you to just be this ugly.
Well, I mean, taken very literally, I don't know a world
Yeah.
that exists in either, but
No,
Yeah.
some guy that's just like got a weird fetish with like the way CJ looks.
What the fuck? Yeah. I mean, dude, if they paid me, I guess like I'm not trying to pick up chicks or anything. So it depends how much. I'd look pretty stupid.
Yeah, I mean,
Walking around.
I guess if you put it in that way, like it would be basically just like paying somebody to like look so stupid. The only benefit you get out of it, it's just a good chuckle.
Dude, we fucking do it for
I was
free.
gonna
Yeah.
say,
I
do
mean,
it
it's
all
pretty
the
much
time.
just the
Last video, dude.
existence
Yeah.
of our channel.
yeah.
dude, it's so fun. I was just talking about that the last video when we go into Zoomies and get the outfits for our grind shoes or soap shoes. It's so fun doing that when we all go in there and just laugh and laugh and laugh till we find the funniest
Dude, that's the
outfit.
best.
And then we walk out, we're all just chipper, and all we did was just buy an outfit for
Dude,
one of the
it's
homies.
seriously the
It's
best.
so
I think
funny.
we're just really good at laughing at ourselves and like
Yeah.
making a joke on ourselves.
Mm-hmm.
It's funny because like we've been trying to find editors, but we haven't found anyone yet. So we've been sending footage off and they do like a test edit. A lot of them send the edits back and they take out like the tip overs and the little mistakes and like, but then we're like, what, dude, that's the funniest shit. I'm sure they're thinking like, oh, they don't want us to show them looking bad.
Yeah, we got
Where-
to make it look
yeah.
cool.
I think a lot of people probably would want that, but we're we're just trying to be funny. We're not trying to necessarily look
Trying to
cool.
entertain. I think I would like to clarify my dislike for being out in public and being embarrassing.
No,
I've been thinking
being
about this.
Embarrassed.
I'm not embarrassed of us when we're doing it. It would be like if we went up. It's our interaction with other people that I don't like. Us doing all that is funny, but then if you went in and you were like messing with someone in the restaurant, that's the part of it that I don't like, including other people in it. I'm totally cool running around watching Mike and Ev look goofy, but it sometimes is when we're messing with other people, that's what gets me. To clarify.
Would you not say that it's also when we're like in a store, we're not messing with anyone, but like you know,
We're causing a scene.
It's
Oh,
definitely causing a scene because, I mean, we're dressed like goofballs. We're laughing and we're filming, and they're wondering what the fuck are these guys doing.
Less so. I wouldn't say I'm definitely not immune to being embarrassed of that, but I also get that that's kind of part of it.
I think I'm more okay with, I guess, like bringing other people into it, because 95% of the time, like, it's always a good interaction.
That's so true.
And like
normally people are just looking because they're like, what the fuck's going on? This looks funny.
Yeah, and I guess it is embarrassing. It's insanely embarrassing, especially just walking around with a camera or talking to a camera.
Yeah, most people wouldn't do that.
Like that in itself is embarrassing.
I forgot about that, even though I guess I don't think about that.
I was curious about that. Like, I definitely still do. A lot less than I did before, but I still think about it. And I think, like, the way you just said it, it's embarrassing sometimes.
Yeah, I mean, because if you got people watching and like 90% of the time, like, we mess up what we're saying, you know? So it's like that.
We run it back.
But like, no, but it is true. Like, you hate when we embarrass, like, you or just our group out in public in front of other people.
I guess it probably is situational. I won't say no, I don't. Do you have an example?
I don't have the best example.
It can be embarrassing, I could say, I guess, when you're out like at Zoomies, we're filming, everyone's wondering what you're doing. It's just kind of us. Like, it just looks kind of like a group of friends. Like, you don't look like an official like camera crew or like I think a production that's going to be aired to 3 million people.
A good example would be like the boat ramp thing. It wouldn't bother me cheering and all that, but then it's when like we're involving the other people in it, and kind of it's the involvement of the other people that gets me.
Were you
the
there
most.
for that?
No, I wasn't. I had to go to Fargo to bring my mom to Pink, which is funny that I also missed that, dude.
Yeah. It's just meant to be.
Like that one would have been a good example.
Yeah.
But like that one was tough.
That
like,
one I had to actually turn it on.
You guys said
I
that.
went into it, I was like, fuck. Like, this is either going to be
this is
really
tough.
funny or just like embarrassing, because also we're in an area that everyone kind of knows us.
That would have helped
So
too in
it's
Florida.
like-
I've been like, I will never see any of these people.
So
But when you're in your hometown, it's a little tough too.
We're here
We
to
gotta
do the
it.
job.
Yeah.
And it
Gotta
ended up
fucking
being
do it.
fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
It was the funniest thing we did all summer.
It's like one of our most viral moments ever is when that woman comes up, and then I have an interaction with her, and then she flicks me off. It's so
it was
so
out of nowhere.
legendary.
She
It's
was
so
so
legendary.
mad,
We
but
need to
her
get that
husband
woman
was
on
happy.
the podcast.
Yeah, we should
I don't know about the podcast, but we need to find when she's putting her pontoon again. And we're going to do it again.
We'll be there watching.
I just watched the 2023 recap last night, and I just that such a vivid. She's so angry, and you're like, "Who are you with?" And then the news, and then dun, dun. It's like our own little meme. It's pretty
I'm calling
funny.
the police.
Yeah, so we got a company that they like recut up our like segments basically of our YouTube videos and put them on our Facebook page, which then appeal to a whole new
Different
audience, honestly, like a lot older of a crowd. And some of them will like pop off and go like, I'd say uber viral. I'd say, like 30 million views, I would say is uber viral. Wouldn't you guys agree?
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'd say you're going viral at like 5 million, 10 million nowadays, but like, so like that one I think has like 36 or something, 36 million, and it's just got all these like all this love. People love it, you know.
It's the boomers love it.
Yeah. Like, I was surprised at how many people thought it was really funny. Like, the idea was really funny in my head.
How's it going to be?
I was pushing for that one.
Yeah, so I came up with the
And then-
idea.
and then
I had it in like my notes or on the thing for like a long time, and Ben fucking pushed for it, and I was like, "Fuck, I don't want to."
We gotta do this.
Like,
And usually though, if I was pushing for it, I would have had to have been like the front man for it. Once we hopped out of the truck, you were like, "All right, here's what I'm gonna say." I was like, "Oh, you're running this." Sweet.
Yeah, I felt like I had to. I felt like I had to.
All right.
The way I had it played out in my head though, or at least when we put it down in the notes, was that we were gonna bring bleachers in and like a bigger crowd of people.
I think we still do that.
I agree.
I think we still got to do that.
And then I had another one.
Try it again.
No, we're bringing bleachers next time to
for
the
sure.
other one. Like, it's gonna be. I think we gotta have like 30 fucking people. Like, maybe we'll do like a casting for it, like the lawnmower one.
Yeah.
Just put a list out and
Because
say,
I
like,
think the way we
who
had
wants
it
to
set
be
up
there?
before,
imagine 2 bleachers. It's like
I want it to be
one
like the
game
Super
stadium.
Bowl. I want it like a Super Bowl stadium.
because
Bro, people.
Before there was just
Yes.
like there was 10 of us. We had some noodles. Like they saw us.
That
But
dwindled down to like
Yeah.
6.
But if it was
half
a
the people were like so embarrassed.
They
just-
left. They're like, I'm not doing this.
yeah, that was a little awkward. We were just like trying to get them to notice us, but yeah, we weren't a crowd. We were just a group. But anyway,
we were
stand-
just 7. If you had an army of like 20, 30 people,
Yeah.
it's gonna be even easier to just get rowdy.
It'll be so
I
funny,
just don't
dude.
want people being mean.
Yeah, there's going to
Yeah.
be someone who's going to pull in, look at it, and just leave.
I would mess up. I maybe wouldn't mess up in front of a couple people cheering, but I would mess up in front of 50.
Just, everyone's got some like,
Yeah, everyone's and then you have like the defense signs.
Yeah.
You know, like, but we got to think of like something good for
Yeah.
Left,
people to
right.
hold up. Yeah,
Oh yeah, I like that. Yeah,
Like arrows.
Yeah.
You got the arrow.
no, they got the left.
like really mess them up. Oh, that's
no,
good.
we got to do that this year where it's like a full on like stadium seating.
Or what if you even
Both
like
sides.
constructed a clock and it's like a timer and maybe it's running down from
Oh
1
my
minute.
gosh.
1 minute, and then if it hits, so like you're like trying to do your thing, but you're looking and the clock's running out of time. You're
yeah.
wondering what the fuck's gonna happen
Yeah.
if it hits
Boat
0
ramp timer.
and then it hits 0.
Yeah, it just keeps going. It just keeps
And then
going.
we're like, you gotta start over.
Yeah.
Get out of here. We gotta get a new guy in here.
They're like, "Can you turn that off?" And we're like, "Get out of here! You're making a scene."
You're slowing up the boat ramp.
I love the idea. Giant like basketball buzzer.
That's funny.
So I saw this headline the other day that just said like Twitch streamer Aiden Ross, who we've talked about on this podcast, gets scammed out of $2 million.
What?
Damn.
Makes Micah
Oh, by
Surin
21?
not bad.
By 21 Savage.
No,
Oh,
Crypto?
no. So, Aiden Ross, he's like the biggest streamer right now. He streams on a platform called Kick. He's got like ownership in Kick,
Damn.
and the dude is just like, I think he's like 20,
I didn't know that.
23 maybe.
Crushing it.
Young dude, but he's absolutely raking in the dough. So when I saw like $2 million, I wasn't that surprised, but I was like, how do you get scammed out of $2 million, right? So click on the video. Playboy Cardi, who's a rapper,
yeah.
he hasn't made music since 2020, though,
Yeah.
right? It's been a while. I was like, Playboy Cardi? What does he have anything to do with this? I didn't even know this guy was relevant. Well, apparently, it's relevant for some reason. Aiden Ross told him that he paid him $2 million to come on his Twitch stream for like an hour. $2 million in like a Ferrari or something like that.
Whoa.
Why
That's
the
the
fuck
rate
would he-
they're paying?
Holy shit, dude.
I guess for Playboy Cardi.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
What are they paying people that are actually relevant?
Yeah.
Doesn't he do yourself a Drake?
For some reason, Playboy Cardi is relevant right now, or at least in that world, because he's like talking about releasing music or something like that. I don't know.
People are
It's crazy.
really obsessed with him.
It's
I don't-
crazy.
Yeah, I don't know.
So Aiden Ross like flies out, jumping through all these hoops to like have him on his stream, basically, right? They put him in like this warehouse that's like a black background. You can like no lighting. You can barely see what's going on. And they tell him like, all right, just be ready. Like he's coming. How all these rappers operate, I'm imagining like they're just like, you know, super loose on their timelines and everything like that. So they're like, just be ready. So he's like streaming. This guy's out in the car, I guess, for like 20 minutes. And he's like, I'm not coming in. And he's like, what are you talking about? I have $2 million in cash right here in a bag.
what?
he's
the-
like-
he got it in
He's
cash
like, just
too?
come in and I'll give you the money. All you have to do is just come in and be on here for an hour with me. So he finally, this guy comes in and he's standing like so far back in the room you can barely see him. And I guess he's like just dancing to like music for like 5 minutes, right? Like he's just like awkwardly dancing, and Aiden Ross is like trying to like get him to like come closer and like talk and asking him questions. He's just not answering the questions, and I think he's wearing a mask, right? So you like can't even.
It's just his friend.
For all I know, it could have been, dude.
He just sends his friend over. Wear the ski mask.
So finally,
out
after
the bag.
maybe another 5 minutes, I think he was in there for like 10 minutes. The dude leans into the mic and goes, "New music coming in 2024. I'm out." And he leaves.
with the
Grab the
bag.
bag.
I think
Wow.
I mean,
he
that,
was there for 5 minutes, and he got
I love how
$2
you
million, or
started
$2
this
million
out
bucks.
with Aiden Ross got scammed because he did.
He did.
He got robbed. That's what
Yeah,
that
yeah,
was. That's
yeah.
a rob.
Yeah.
Got full on.
It just made me think. I was like, "What world are we living in right now where this is happening?" It was like,
Yeah, when you were explaining that, it felt like, and then I was like, this feels like a movie or some weird plot. I don't even, but it doesn't even feel like a movie. It just feels silly.
well, at an hour for $2 million, I was like, that doesn't
Yeah,
make
that
sense
doesn't make.
At all.
at all either.
I could be out of line saying this, like for Drake, $2 million for an hour.
Yeah,
or
that
something.
makes sense.
Like,
Yeah,
I think
mean,
people would be
it
like, oh,
makes
yeah,
sense.
yeah.
Performance.
Yeah.
Yeah, that does make sense. But I
That's
don't know.
all he spoke.
And then like the other weird part is there's like it was like the top 3 like largest streams. It had like 500,000
worth
people
it for
watching.
Sounds like it worked.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Definitely still worked.
Yeah, I suppose.
Frick.
Yeah, it's
Still.
so strange.
How are they monetizing Kick? Like, how are they? They're not playing ads, are they?
Don't you
Is it
donate? Isn't it
donations
only
and
donations
and like
you pay
paid
monthly?
subscription?
Damn.
I saw that Kick was gonna start doing like a creator paid program too to like try and incentivize
sense.
people to come over.
We have super likes on YouTube, so people sometimes leave like I've seen like $20.
Oh,
Like
shout out
or-
them guys.
or
Yeah.
not super likes, it's a super comment, I
Yeah.
believe, and
That's
you
sick.
like you can pay whatever you want, but like most people just do like a couple bucks, whatever.
Yeah, I saw a $2 one on here.
Yeah,
That's sweet.
and yeah, kind of cool. So I mean, people do it, and I always respond to those. I mean, I respond to comments that also don't have that, but when they
Yeah.
donate, I feel like we gotta
Yeah, respond
make
to
sure
that.
we
For sure.
try to give them their money's worth. So
Speaking of getting the bag, you guys see that Lewis Hamilton left Mercedes for Ferrari?
that's a no-brainer. I'd do that either way.
It is
Uh,
kind of cool, but he is like Mercedes guy.
Yeah.
He's been with them forever.
Ferrari's way cooler than Mercedes. Way
I would
cooler.
agree. But I heard there
Might
was
be a
bunch-
hot take, but I would also agree.
But he's getting like $100 million. I gotta check to make sure if it's a season, but I think it's like a season. $100
Holy.
million.
The
What
amount
did-
of money in F1 is absolutely
it really
insane.
is insane. So what did like Joe Rogan get to switch to Spotify?
Dude,
It's
he just
60
got a
million?
new deal too.
I think it was like 200.
Oh,
Yeah, you see
okay,
that?
wow. I've been watching the NASCAR documentary too, and like
Oh, I gotta
also
watch
the sponsors in that. Like it's just like the randomest sponsors. Like any big corporate company that needs like to flow their money into marketing somehow via sports, they do it on a NASCAR. Like brands you've never or like maybe you've heard of, but like they're super huge and then like in the pharmaceutical section in Walmart or whatever, and they're
Just
sponsoring.
throw it on a race car.
Yeah,
That
I
just
care
sounds-
if they win. You know,
That's so
I feel
weird.
like some of them.
Yeah, that
I'm
is
sure
so
they're all trying to
strange.
race. The races are racing to win, but some of the big corporate sponsors, I feel like just like they need to hemorrhage their money somewhere in marketing.
Yeah.
Is Kyle Busch in that?
You still have it out against that guy?
I think any true NASCAR enthusiast does.
Really?
I'm
It'd
just
be
a
pretty sweet to
bandwagon.
have like sponsor a NASCAR.
Yeah, it would.
Yeah,
CboysTV NASCAR.
People
It
would be like-
fucking crashes every race. Crashes and takes last every race. We're like, yeah, we got a great driver. He's really putting on bringing up the entertainment value here.
I wonder
I
how
can
much
just
it
see-
costs for like one of the tiny stickers that they have on the front quarter panel that you
Yeah.
would never see unless the car was sitting
Like
right
that
there.
close up.
I bet
Sure,
it's a
shit
lot.
done.
I think if we did it, you'd have to do it on the windshield.
Well,
Or
that's
just
what I
get
was
a
like.
The big
CboysTV.
banner.
I could see if our NASCAR sponsored NASCAR crashed. Like the comments, would you guys let Evan drive?
Evan is seriously getting a rep for breaking stuff.
I mean, that's what he does.
Yeah, I commented on a picture of a submarine, and it was like luxury submarine set to be dropped into the water in 2025 or something like that. And I just commented like, "Oh boy, not this again" or something like that. And people saw my comment and just were commenting underneath it like, "Don't let Evan drive."
Yeah,
Like what? The submarine?
you really can't
I was
escape
like,
it.
"It's not my submarine, so I won't, I guess."
We should talk about Joe Rogan though. That's pretty cool that Spotify gave him a ton of money and then also let him post on other platforms. Now.
Oh,
Yeah, he can go Spotify,
Oh, good.
Apple,
I want to
and
listen
YouTube.
on YouTube.
That's really nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I think it's smart because, I mean, a lot of people have Spotify, but to get him further, I'm sure they get a cut of revenue or something.
Yeah,
and that's how
so
they
it
get their
works
money
out,
back.
Yeah.
But they probably were like, well, if we put him on YouTube, he's going to make, I don't know, millions of dollars every month just with his catalog.
What's our breakdown between YouTube and Spotify?
Probably like 75% YouTube, 60% YouTube,
What do you
40% streaming.
What do you guys?
I have YouTube.
You listen or watch?
I almost never watch a
always
podcast,
watch.
but I
Really?
do watch this one.
Oh, I always just
I
watch.
almost always watch.
Yeah, same. We got YouTube Premium, so like you can lock your phone. So like
Oh,
you can
that's
have
nice.
it going, and then you can watch for a little bit, and then you can lock it, put it in your pocket, still be listening, open back up, still be watching.
Clutch.
Interesting.
Yeah, it
But
is.
yeah, I think that's really smart of Spotify to let him out and let that go to more people because there's just more people and they know he's a Spotify podcaster. So it just furthers Spotify's
Yeah, it is
cut
pretty
of
smart,
everything
I
now.
think, yeah.
Maybe he does like a Spotify plug every video or something like that. I don't know.
Could be. Yeah, I was wondering. There's got to be some something mixed in there.
But it's interesting to hear big companies, especially now, still not get it. UMG, which is Universal Music Group, just pulled all of their music from TikTok, YouTube, everything. How many songs have gone viral because of TikTok? And UMG pulled them all. I have a couple of the artists that they pulled off.
Seems
big.
really
Taylor
dumb.
Swift, The Beatles, Billie Eilish, Drake, The Weeknd, Bad Bunny. I mean,
Yeah, it does seem pretty whack.
how stupid are they?
Wouldn't you want your songs?
Well, okay,
I'm trying to see the other side.
Well, the argument is that TikTok is definitely getting the better end of the deal.
Big
They
stick
want
on
a
it.
cut of the money
they're-
from
yeah.
when that song plays.
Yeah.
I mean, but how else are you supposed to get your song on the
I don't
platform?
know. I think that's probably a good idea though. Like if TikTok is like screwing over artists, like think about what
The
it would-
YouTube play makes no sense though, because you'd make ad rev off of it getting views and the music video going popping.
Yeah, but like as far as like an artist, like they probably feel more protected that, you know, if UMG is going to do that, they're probably like trying to strong arm TikTok into giving artists like more.
I mean, yeah, but
I
they
think
won't.
that is very accurate. I just still think it's overall.
And I mean, it's one thing
You
if
don't-
you're
you don't
Drake
think they will?
because you're the biggest artist, one of the biggest artists in the world. But if you're a smaller artist under there, that would suck. You would just lose all of your free promo.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah,
you have to go like full blown. You have to make your own promo on social media, and you can't do it on Instagram or TikTok. How are you supposed to promote yourself
Yeah.
I
in
don't know.
2024?
I have no idea.
without being able to post your sounds on the internet.
Yeah, that definitely suck as a smaller creator, but hopefully I see what you're saying, Ben. Like they're working towards a bigger goal, which will actually help them in the long
Help
run.
the artist if that's their goal, because UMG's always been like the first person to copyright music
Yep.
on Instagram, on
Right
YouTube.
away. Always.
Yeah.
I think UMG is just like, oh, we're missing out on money, or we're not getting any money, and they're just being assholes and taking it.
Yeah, they could be doing that too. Like I really don't think that those labels are fair at all either.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I think they're just kind of
How big of a company is UMG?
Massive.
Oh, huge.
They seem to just
The
be
artist
all of
isn't
it.
really getting typically that much money. They get ripped
Yeah, I
on
think
all their deals.
I
It's
saw
like
something like
fucking
artists only
highway
get like
robbery.
20% of the revenue.
I'm pretty sure it's
for
less, bro.
a song.
Depends how you negotiate it, but some people are getting way less.
That is
Like,
crazy.
they get ripped.
To your point about strong arming TikTok, more than 1/3 of TikTok's most popular songs are gone.
Wow.
So I mean, you take
Yeah,
a
there
third
you
of
go.
the music from the
Yeah.
platform, that is definitely something.
So are all those posts like now just silent?
Okay,
Yeah.
I-
They're
oh.
every post that you've
Yeah.
made with it.
That-
So for a lot of
Oh
people,
yeah, I was
like
going through ours. That makes sense.
yeah, I mean, all those
So
popular
they
songs
definitely
are
are strong arming TikTok.
Oh,
They're
trying
looking
to.
Yeah, trying.
I think just all social media if they pulled it from everything.
well, yeah.
Yeah, you used to not be able to use songs like that were, you know, copywritten by UMG on Instagram Reels. They used to get copywritten all the time and then taken down.
Yep.
And now like Instagram has obviously like the Reels and then the music, and you can just add it in like that. But
Yeah. But
For a
now it's
lot-
probably gonna happen again.
Are you sure they took it off Instagram and YouTube?
I didn't see Instagram.
YouTube.
well, I
Maybe
guess
it's just
you
TikTok.
never could on YouTube, but it for sure is TikTok. UMG.
But like they can
Inst-
still post their song.
yeah,
Yeah, so they're fine. That makes complete sense. Like they can post their video, their music video promoting the song and all that, and they're gonna
Yeah.
make money on it.
but
Yeah.
everybody that makes your song go viral, they can't.
I mean, that's how it is for YouTube videos, though. You
Right,
think about it.
it
Like,
is.
there's
Yeah.
no copyrighted song that you can put.
Yeah,
Get
but it's not
copyrighted.
nearly as viral of a platform. Like
Mhm.
people, that's
Yeah.
Right.
like anyway. Seemed crazy to me
Yeah.
that they would pull that marketing plug for their artists instead of just signing a deal that got them money.
Well, on to more important things. How do you guys feel about this? I just saw an article that said climbers of Mount Everest now have to pick up after themselves when they shit.
Yeah, they have to bring their own poop
They
bag
have
down
to
the
bring
mountain.
their own
They
poop
didn't
bag.
have to do that before.
I
No.
saw that Mr.
No,
Beast
why
had to do
would
that in his
you?
video.
Mr. Beast climbed Mount Everest?
Sorry, he spent like 24 hours in like the Antarctic Circle or something.
Oh, yeah.
But they had to pick
That's
up
right.
all their shit
Mm.
too,
Interesting.
I think
like
because-
actual shit. Like you can't just shit outside
To me, it
because I
makes
think it
sense.
Heating up the
freezes. It
ozone.
doesn't go anywhere.
It doesn't go away. So I mean, they always say like the people who die up there, you stay up there, stuff like that. But nothing decomposes. So I can't. How many people
That's
climb
true.
Mount Everest? a year?
I guess I didn't think about maybe it was happening in a very concentrated area since people tend to take one
Yeah, I mean, there's
kinda
only
one
a,
way.
there's only a couple different routes
Yeah,
you
I
can
guess
take up that.
I didn't think about that. I
guess
was
there's
thinking like they're
there's
in
a
the
ton of trash up there too.
right. Right. Yeah. I got to do more research on that then, because I was thinking like if we're like out snowmobiling and we need a shit in the woods, like just do it.
Yeah,
But
it's
it is
actually
It's a
like-
little bit different than if there was just one snowmobile trail
Right.
for every
Right.
snowmobiler.
You're right. You're right.
I mean, but it's still like you're
Why is
not.
all this shit on the trail?
You're still not like cleaning up after
had
yourself.
enchilada.
You're still not cleaning up after yourself though. At the end of the day,
Yeah, it still kind of makes sense if it's just gonna pile up. There's been in total about 11,000 summits of Mount Everest. Not 11,000 people, but 11,000 times people have gone up and down.
so it's about 800 a year.
800 a year. So I mean, yeah, you got 800 people taking a couple
At least,
deuces.
yeah.
There's only been that many people.
Yeah, I thought it would have actually been more.
When was the
but,
first time someone climbed Mount Everest?
There's an
It was in
interesting
the
graph.
last 100 years. I want to say.
Huh. Like now it's getting pretty popular, but I thought the number was
It was
high.
probably way harder, obviously, back in the day, and now it's getting easier just because of equipment. But
People didn't really, according to this graph, people didn't really even start doing it until like the 1990s.
wow,
But now, like Ken said, 800 people are doing it a year. But back then it looks like 10 or less.
Well,
So-
just think about like the equipment.
Yeah, and the weather, like sometimes they have to wait at, base camp number 1 for like 2 weeks before they can even go. So then when they can go, everyone goes in a line and they're shitting everywhere.
If you guys want to watch a good Netflix documentary, watch 14 Peaks.
so good.
Yeah, that's a great.
So good, and it just shows like what all goes into climbing these insane mountains, and like I can't imagine the shape that you got to be in. Dude, I can barely when you get stuck on your snowmobile out in the mountains.
It's huffing.
Yeah.
Dude, like seriously, you can be so in shape, or what you think is in shape, and then as soon as you're at altitude, you're just fucked.
Just
We
not.
talked about that in the last podcast with Ev, but
Dude,
yeah, man, climbing Mount Everest is like got to be one of those things that I can seriously never picture myself ever even having interest in doing.
No.
Yeah.
It doesn't
Same.
sound fun at all.
I
mean, it
always
sounds
think
cool
I
to
want
be
to
a part
climb a
of that,
mountain. Maybe, yeah, that. But then I literally climbed 10 flights of stairs, and I'm like, I'm not climbing no mountain.
You know what I like? I like when the term hike is used. I will hike a mountain.
Oh, yeah.
Especially when there's no snow involved. Done it a few times. It's fun. Climbing a mountain, count me out. If you have to like rope onto something
screw
and
that.
Yeah.
No, I don't even like going for hikes. I think I've said this before on the podcast,
Yeah.
but like
I
Greta,
like
Greta
hikes.
loves going for hikes. I'm like, this is
I would much rather
isn't
take
fun
my
at all.
dirt bike or
Yeah,
my
depends.
snowmobile.
Next
Well,
time she
yeah.
goes on a hike, you're like, here, I'm going to bring my dirt bike. And then you just blow up it, and she's just like, well, this sucks. I'm doing this by myself now. Ben's chilling at the top.
or you're just like overheating like dad on the 450, son on the PW50. You're just like, "Arr."
yeah,
Just idling up.
that doesn't sound very fun, but it makes sense. Yeah, clean up your shit,
Yeah.
literally.
Yeah.
Literally.
Dude, speaking of those oxygen things that Evan was going on about,
Oh, yeah.
he bulk ordered them.
No way.
I saw a box of them in his room, just like bottles of oxygen.
He wakes up in the middle of the night, just takes one.
Yeah, he's gonna start abusing those too next.
I think so.
Probably be the best thing he could abuse.
I'm
I don't
like-
think those things do anything.
I don't know if they do either, but I'm like, I'm going to get you a black market version of those things called an inhaler. Because that's kind of what it is,
That's bad,
not
though,
over the,
for you.
he has the over the counter
If you
version.
don't need it.
I don't know if it is. I
I'm
think
pretty
it's
sure
like steroids.
I'm pretty sure it's not good for you, because if you don't need it, like every time you do it, it weakens your
Like
lungs.
conditions you.
Yeah,
Oh,
you
yeah.
don't.
The oxygen.
Can see that.
Yeah,
conditions
I
it.
remember like kids in hockey, like sometimes like there'd actually be a kid who needed it, but then other kids would like hit it.
Yeah, want some?
Classic.
Don't quote me, but I just would assume it's not good for you
Yeah, would
if you don't need it.
Don't like NFL players do that, right? When like linemen have to go for a long run, they sit down on the bench. And
Yeah, that's
puff
not
and
an
puff.
inhaler though. That's
Oh,
just pure
pure
oxygen,
oxygen.
mask.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Oh, they were just using inhalers.
Yeah.
Oh, what, dude?
Yeah. Not good.
That doesn't seem good because it's like a steroid or something like that. It's not
it,
just
like,
oxygen.
expands your lungs or something.
Oh, interesting.
I'm not entirely sure. So maybe I'm not the guy to talk about it.
I have a prescribed inhaler, and I am not the
You
guy
do?
to talk about it either. Yeah, I don't know if it works or not. It feels like it does.
What did you?
I don't really have. I never had asthma attacks
Yeah. So
why do you have
why
an
did you
inhaler?
get that?
because remember when I like couldn't get into the National Guard because I went into the doctor one time and I'm like, man, I'm just like wheezy. and in the
Wheezy.
winter, if
He
I
goes, well, you're out of shape.
yeah, no, in the winter it would get worse. Like you got that, like
Oh,
whatever.
yeah,
If you're like overexerting yourself, so they like prescribed me an inhaler, and I didn't really use it here and there. sometimes when I come inside after freaking shoveling or I don't know, running around. But then when the National Guard found that out, they're like, "You have asthma? You can't be here, bro."
Really?
So, and I'm like, I don't really think I have asthma. How often
Shot
do you use
yourself
your...
in the foot.
Yeah,
on
I
that
know.
one. Or maybe you
might-
didn't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Might have worked out.
No,
I thought they
yeah.
didn't let you in because of your foot.
No, it was that was a concern, but it was that
crazy.
And I'm like, I don't even think I really have asthma. And they're like, "How often do you have attacks?" I'm like, I never. I don't even know what it's like.
They're just looking you up and down. Like you see them right down, pudgy.
No, I was like pretty scrawny at that time too. They were probably like, "This guy just doesn't have it."
They didn't want to let you in, huh?
What do you want to be when you
They're
grow
like
up? An
begging
artist?
everyone else to get in.
Yeah.
And then Mike, they're like, no. we
Can
don't
I want to
to.
make T-shirts on the computer. Yeah, like,
They're like, no, we want guys who want to shoot guns and drive
Camaros.
challenges.
Mike's
Yeah.
like, let me design us all new uniforms. And they're like, all right, buddy. There's
I
the
love
door."
camo. I got that going for me. I
Sir-
joined the army because I love camo so much.
Sir, can you take a step away from the table for us? Yeah. Why? You step back. I thought those were purple jeans.
Oh shit! Yeah, that wouldn't be smart to wear those there.
Were you in your skater? So you weren't dressed like a skater when you went
I'm
in?
sure I was.
Did
just
you have
not
your
like
mop haircut kind of?
I think so. I
Damn.
mean, I want to say I probably had long hair, but yeah,
You had a
pretty
higher
awkward.
voice then too.
It was awkward. I still have a pretty high voice.
So
was
hold
an
on.
awkward
Yeah,
You just
just
went in
all
and they
of it.
just told you no.
No, they kept dicking us around. Like I'd go
Who's
in.
us?
What, who's us?
Yeah, was it just
Oh,
you that got
like
turned
me and
down?
my dad.
Okay.
Yeah. Like, but they
Dad's
just
all proud. Like, my son's signing up for the military. Gets there. You won't take him? What do you mean? You guys take everyone.
no.
You
but-
call around asking for people to sign up. He's here.
I was saying-
He's here right now. We drove all the way here. And what do you mean you don't want him?
That's what I was saying. I was like, you guys come to my school and like, and you beg us to come in. You say it's so
No,
cool.
seriously, this guy can literally do anything. He can clean the floors.
What about serving food?
Bro, but it was like the passing the whole physical thing. They wouldn't even let me take the physical because they were concerned about my foot too. And I was like, bro,
I'm fine.
let's just take it. You don't even have to tell anybody. I'll just perform in front of you, do some sprints. And
They go out to a field, have Mike running sprint.
all right, you better not be wheezing and I better not see any limp. I want a straight run.
As we're running like the flag pulling back, Mike comes back.
Mike, he's doing push-ups.
No, I was like ready. I was ready if they ever. I'm like,
He's
dude,
wearing his gym shoes.
had good old Nike Freeze back in the day. Bright neon green.
Classics. Yeah, I had
So
a pair of those.
okay, so they tell you no. How does that go when they say no?
It just basically was like, hey, I need to enroll in school or I need to know if I'm going to basic. And then they were like, okay, we'll get, I was like, I need to know in a day. You give them a deadline. They're like, I need to know by tomorrow because I'm going to the school or
And
not.
you know it's bad if you're
Yeah,
pushing
yeah,
the deadline.
I know. That's what I was saying.
You're giving
You
them
know-
a fucking
You
ultimatum.
know they're pushing it off.
That's
Yeah,
where
and
Mike
then-
draws the lines on deadlines. He's like, U.S. government, deadlines.
Yeah. They,
No kidding.
they responded back and they were just like, we regret to inform you that your son's too stupid
Too
to get
wheezy.
no.
Really?
Yeah,
They just wrote it to
He's
your
too
dad.
wheezy.
They didn't even
No,
say
they-
to you.
they wrote it to
your
me.
son. Like
It was pretty-
He doesn't listen.
I do realize that this is going to be an extreme disappointment, but I'm sure you're used to that.
No, they sent it to me and it was like very just okay.
and dry.
Wow. All right. And then literally went into the community college and then enrolled in like a day.
I remember
They
that.
don't let
around.
you.
Oh,
Mike's
no, I
like,
have
well,
tuition
fine.
money
I guess
every-
I'll just stick around and work on the farm. Mike's dad and grandpa are like, I don't know about that.
Dude,
what am I gonna
Yeah.
do?
I think about that day a lot too because it was a transition point, and I don't know why I was still so caught up on this, but it was when they said that I had to have a Mac for the graphic design.
I remember
classes.
that, dude.
And I was just all like, why do I have to have a Mac? I was like, I don't want a Mac. I have Windows and it works well, and I'll get a new Windows if I have to, but I'm not getting a Mac. And they're like, then you will not be able to take any of the classes. And I was like, all right, I'll get a Mac. And then from there, like, I just feel like we just crush it on Macs. I love that we all work on Macs. And like, I know it's not that deep, but
Yeah, dude. Did you guys see the new Apple Pro
Yeah,
Vision or
yeah.
whatever the fuck it's called?
Dude,
yeah.
all the
Ken,
videos
you got
of
yours
people
yet?
So
walking
funny.
You
around.
ordered one, Ken?
Fuck no.
Oh,
Ken,
shut up,
come
Ken.
on.
Have you
I
seen
feel
all-
like-
Yeah, right.
Have you seen all
I
the people
could
driving cars
100%.
with those things?
Dude,
though?
I've seen like more coverage on these things than like so many
Dude.
new products, so many funny stuff people are
They
doing.
look so stupid wearing them.
Oh, 100%. But I was so caught off by how many influencers, like we'll say, like I saw Danny got one, I saw Buttery got one. Obviously,
Casey Neistat.
Casey
Yeah.
Neistat, that kind of
Wow.
makes sense.
Yeah.
I saw like Balin Levine got one. I saw
Really?
the Nelk
Where they
Boys got
getting
one.
them?
Like all these people got one on the very first day, and I was just surprised. I was like,
I think
none of these people strike me as someone who would be like, I need this today. But they were all posting about it, like, and you know, people are interested in it. I saw Roman got one. You know, all this. It's kind of interesting,
I feel
but
like it's the new hot thing that everybody like. There's so much coverage on it. Anybody's just gonna click a video that has
it
that.
seems like more of a novelty item than a trend. And like VR headsets have been around for forever, but since Apple made it, going back to the
Yeah.
Mac thing, they just got some
different.
serious pull. Like you know it's done right, and like it's gonna be, you know,
Did you see how
a
much it
really
costs, though?
product. It's like $4,000,
3,500
$3,500.
$4,000 after
Yeah.
tax.
Yeah.
Dang.
But I did a small amount of research on the the Oculus or whatever, or now it's just called the Meta. The Meta 3 seems pretty decent, and then the price reflects it, but it's the Apple Vision seems way better. Like
Oh, for sure.
I
Can you
think
see
it's
through
still
the Oculus?
the new Meta 3. Yeah, you can, and apparently it's like way better than the, what do they call it? Just pass through, whatever. But
yeah.
it's way better than the Meta 2. But then the Vision Pros look like they're way.
What do
better
you
than
use
the
something
Meta.
like this for? Like realistically, what do you use
Well,
it for?
did you
Like,
see-
what is the
I saw there's things like you can like use your computer screen and then it can like project it like in space. You
yeah.
can have like multiple windows, but I was like, that seems pointless.
See,
We could be sitting here. Ken could be sitting now on the podcast desk, but he would just have those on.
It'd-
And then when we ask him a question, he
Bro,
just sits there and
this-
goes like this. and
It'd
he
have been
starts, like,
really funny if like Ken had it and
know.
then like it cuts to Ken after like halfway through the podcast. He finally says something. He just has his headset on.
I know. I wish you did. I
Oh,
kind of thought you were going to get him.
I'm surprised you don't, Ken. I feel like maybe Ken was worried he would get made fun of, so he's like, I'm not gonna get it.
I think it'd be nice for a plane. Like you can.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
That's
you're
the
talking.
only way I could see that I would buy one is if I flew a lot more.
What would you use your VR headset for primarily? Would you say?
Basically, I would just watch movies because you can like like you can give the illusion of a bigger screen than what's actually there.
Yeah.
You can like fill the space, but other than that, I was like, what else are you gonna do with it?
You could fulfill merch orders while having everything up on the
You
screen
actually.
And
That'd
then
actually be kind of sick.
you're, like,
Okay, now I'm
responding
starting to
to-
see stuff.
to customer service things. Damn, are we talking ourselves into these?
So the
He
biggest.
can do the
wanna-
talking thing. You just speech to text. You just go respond to the email. Dude, you'd be actually probably able to do a lot of stuff.
Shut the fuck up. Your order's coming.
The biggest thing is the pass through. That it's got to be good. If the pass through is not good, then all it is just like a gaming system or a personal.
It just seems
theater.
weird that you'd be like,
Grabbing things.
no, you just use
click.
that to click. That's how you
Like,
click.
it's-
So you're just
you're
like,
pinching your
eyes-
fingers,
but you have to
basically.
look at
Your
something.
eyes are
Like
the
you have to be
mouse.
dead set on.
It's
Yeah.
crazy.
So like
look
you have
around
to
and-
intentionally make sure you're locked in on that thing you're looking at to click it.
What?
And then your fingers just like it has such a wide field of view. Like you
Oh,
could
then
have
it
your
can
hand
tell
down
your
here.
where
You
your
could just
hand
be
is.
like,
That's really what you need is
That's
a little
insane.
like thing on your finger. So
Fuck
you're
it.
not
Should
up
we get
here
one?
Like this.
No, I didn't want
Order
to
it
talk
up.
shit on them because I could probably see myself buying a set, and then I don't want to be a hypocrite.
Yeah.
I'm not necessarily talking shit, am I? I'm just
No.
more so like it just
it
seems
seems-
like a novelty item, and I'm just surprised at how many people were like, I need this day one. Like they
Yeah.
must have ordered it a while ago, and before it was really such a big trend. Like I would have never foreseen it being as popular
Yeah.
or as much interest as it's gotten.
Mhm.
I
But it
feel
is
like
Apple.
for that, you're buying a first generation product. Like, look at the first generation iPhone compared to what they can do today.
Oh, it's gonna be amazing.
Like in 5
Yeah.
years, it's probably going to be worth buying one. But today, it's like
it's gonna
all
be,
that stuff is so limited
yeah.
that in the future, it's just gonna be like, oh, you have the first one. This is worthless.
It's kind of lame that you got that like cord and a battery pack. Like that shit's not gonna last around until the second gen. Like
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I agree. I'd way rather have it on my hip than more weight on my head.
true. Yeah.
How's that
Good
work?
point.
Do you have headphones on or like?
Yeah. How does
It's
it
like
sound?
they use like spatial audio or something to like it kind of just projects, right?
You
Or do
could
you put
probably
think so,
sync
earbuds in?
it
yeah.
up with earbuds.
Yeah.
I'd imagine.
No, it's like headphone things that don't go in your ears. It's
Yeah.
kind of weird.
It's kinda
Oh,
like,
cool.
it's
So how do you
crazy.
listen to
It
it
just
like
plays.
if you want it like quiet?
No, other people can't really hear it.
Yeah, you guys remember those speakers? They were really popular probably, I don't know, 6-7 years ago where they wouldn't make noise and then you put them on a
Yeah.
surface and then they turn the whole thing into a speaker.
Yeah.
Remember those?
No.
Oh, dude, they were so legit. You like put it on the roof of your car, and then your whole car makes noise.
What?
Yeah, it was kind of a cool.
What happened?
Remember?
Yeah, I bought one of those.
I think
Yeah,
I
sounded
don't
like
think,
shit,
I don't
but-
think
Yeah, they
anything
did sound
happened to
like
them. That was the worst part. I liked the whole idea of it, but they were like $10 Bluetooth speakers that just
Yeah, they
sounded
just
like
sucked.
shit. But
I don't know, something with the vibrations
Yeah.
that does that, but I think it does it on your head. So yeah, you could put it on your head, and then you would just hear it in your head.
What?
That was cool.
It's kind of weird.
do you guys ever remember like tooth tunes? The toothbrushes that you
Oh,
can
yeah.
kind
Oh
of
yeah,
hear
same
it in
thing.
your mouth.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Same thing.
Was that actually a thing?
It was.
I never
it
had
was.
one.
I never had one either, but I had, other peers at school that were like, "Oh yeah, I got one of those. Yeah, it plays a song. It's kind
Because
Gotta be
every
annoying.
day
Yeah,
listening
You
to
got
the
like
same
50
song.
Cent,
Yeah.
and then like every night before your bed, you're listening to them, and then you get all hyped up. You
that would
can't
be
sleep.
sweet."
I don't know what you know about.
about me, but you
What you
can't
heard
get
about
it
me.
out on me.
Be kind of legit, actually. Bring them
Bring
back.
those back, yeah. Because think the
That and light up
technology is
sneakers,
way
dude.
better now. Yeah, we got shoes we can grind with, toothbrushes with music.
We're
in
kind of
them.
going back in time.
Yeah,
Like all good things, everything comes around.
History repeating itself.
Mm.
Good
Man,
times.
I feel
dude.
like we went over a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go to Best Buy and just do some shopping.
Dude, next podcast we're all wearing them.
that would be. So the other thing is like if anyone is thinking about buying them, should literally probably do it in the next 2 days because they're probably going to be not talked about in about 2 weeks. So got to make your content now.
I'm out of here.
All right. Well, that's a wrap. If you haven't subscribed, subscribe, and we'll see you guys in the next one.
Peace.